Hey y'all, it's Janelle.
And this is Ashley. Welcome to Loving in Reality.
Hey everybody. We are back with another episode of Married at First Sight.
Yeah, we're back.
Um,
Get through this season.
I know I'm just ready for it to be over at this point because
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It's
This
kind of,
is such a boring season. Does anyone else feel that way? I truly would like to know.
and I kind of feel bad saying that because I don't want to be like, oh, there has to be drama, and that's why they create drama and all that stuff just so people don't say that.
Yeah.
But at
I
the same
think it's
time, it's
just,
just
they're not interesting people.
right. Like there's nothing going on between the couples, good or bad. It's not giving anything.
Yeah, but that's probably what like, they're just not vibing in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Like I see they have like some cute moments. Some of them do. But some of them, it's just like, what are y'all doing here?
Yeah.
I feel like Chris and Nicole are still the same. They're still,
Annoying.
I feel like their relationship is going to implode at some point. It's just too, I want to say too calm, but I feel like they're just not being themselves 100%.
They're being too polite.
Yeah. Not saying that you need to be rude. You just need to be yourself.
No, right. Just be
Just be
yourself.
yourself.
Loosen up some. I don't
So,
know. They're both so like agreeable with each other.
in their faces, though, that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
not like they really feel that way. It's just in their face. They're so agreeable.
Yeah. Like when Nicole and Chris were getting the massages, I think this is when they were talking about physical touch.
Oh, yeah. That was weird.
It was.
That whole thing was weird because I was like, why are y'all even talking about y'all relationship to this
The
massage?
masseuse?
Yeah, like what? Why? Where did this come from? Did Chris just all of a sudden just start talking about it, or did they ask? Like,
I
that
don't
was
know.
awkward.
Yeah, Nicole was like, well, usually physical touch isn't number one for me, but with you, it is. It just seems like she's just saying that because he's saying physical touch is his number one.
Yeah.
Like, Nicole, what is, stop. Ugh.
Mm.
And if Chris tells one more story about him and a toxic ex,
He has so many.
yeah, I'm like, is it the same one? Or
He has so many stories. I remember this one time with this one ex, and this other time with this other ex, and then last time with my last ex. Like, I'm starting to think like not everybody can be toxic, Chris. Like,
right.
what part does he have to play in these things that are happening?
Oh, Chris. And then what'd you think about him calling her thick?
I felt like that was an unnecessary comment.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was need to be. It didn't. I don't think it was necessary to share that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it would have came up, like if they would have actually showed the clip, because I guess he didn't know at the time. They didn't even show it. I don't think, did they? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I just don't think I would have brought it up on my own. I would have been like,
you would have waited for her to see it on TV?
probably. I mean, because I don't want to make a problem if it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Because if I was Nicole and if I would have saw it on the show, I don't even think I would have been mad because that is like our first meeting together. We didn't know each other. This is you just talking off the top of the head about what you asked for and blah, blah, blah. If we've built this foundation over the last couple of weeks or whatever it's been, I'm not going to therefore go back and be like, so do you not like the way I look? Have you been lying to me this whole time? I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, like maybe, I mean, I appreciated his honesty, but maybe he should have told her a little later. Like not in the beginning when they are trying to build something.
Yeah, I feel like it created something that was unnecessary.
Yeah. I also, while they were having that discussion, I was like, well, being thick isn't necessarily a bad thing. But then I was like, maybe that's more cultural.
I think it's bad if she doesn't want to be. Like, if you call someone skinny that doesn't want to be skinny, then they'll be upset. If you call someone thick that doesn't want to be thick, then they're going to be upset.
Yeah.
So I think that was the issue. Like, she doesn't want to be that. So pointing it out to her makes her feel self-conscious and upset.
Which is funny because, like he said, she calls herself thick.
I think she calls herself thick as a matter of fact thing. Like, she knows that I know that I'm this way, but I don't want. Like, if I have a pimple on my face, I know I got a pimple on my face, but I don't want you to say anything about the pimple on my face.
That's true.
So I think, like, that's what she meant.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess it just depends on how you yourself view being thick. Because another girl might be like, yeah, I've been
Yeah.
working on that thickness.
So yeah, I think it depends on like how she sees it is the
Hmm.
problem.
Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues. I was seeing stuff on the internet about how she didn't get as upset when he said something about being thick, whereas when Clint said something, he went all in.
I don't know why all the girls are mad about what Clint said. I still don't get it. Cause
Hmm.
like mind the business that pays you. Like what does that have to do with you? I didn't understand that.
Yeah. And Clint also didn't call anybody thick or big.
Yeah, he wasn't even. That seems like that was more a projection because he didn't even talk about either one of them. Any
Mm.
other girls, he didn't say like, all y'all are bigger than what I would normally date. He didn't say anything directed towards them. So them taking it personally is their own problem.
Yeah. I actually thought, I guess if you think about it, what Chris said may have been a little worse.
Because he was actually saying you like her.
He said you are thick.
I
And
don't
what's
know.
funny is he said, well, when I say thick, I mean athletic.
Oh, he was trying to
What?
change it. He was just trying to lessen the blow.
Oh,
I mean,
those.
she does look like she looks more like muscular to me. Like
Yeah,
her arms and everything, it's like she lifts weight.
it does. Yeah, I mean, she looks good to me.
So I was confused by that too. I'm like, does she work out or is that just how her body naturally is? Because she looks more like a body, like a head, not like bodybuilder, like lightweight. Like she lifts
Like
like
thick,
heavy.
thick.
Yeah, like she lifts heavy weights.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
That's all I got for Chris and Nicole.
Yeah. I mean, I see Clint and Gina are getting along better.
They are. They had some nice moments.
I wish I understood what
So
Gina's issue with Clint was. Is it literally just his physical features?
if that's what it seems like, because he otherwise seems like a cool guy. I mean, he's growing on me.
I feel like she doesn't even like him at all, regardless of the physical features. Like, and that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, it seems like they get along
Mhm.
well, like they have fun, whatever. But she just seems like, yeah, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Uh,
nothing is working for her.
Oh, you don't think she enjoyed herself with him this episode? I feel like she did, like when they went sailing into the rodeo.
I think she was like, you know, like if you go on a date with a guy where it's like, oh, this is fun, but I still don't like you, like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out like what is it about him that she doesn't like, or what is she looking for?
She may not even know really,
Like,
or
is she
she's not
looking
letting
for
herself see all that is good in him because she can't get past the physical.
like, is he not charming enough? Is he not romantic enough? Is he just not? I don't know. Does she want someone that's like super sweet and soft, or like someone that's gonna? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I thought they had some nice dates.
Yeah, it just seemed like she has already just like friend zoned him
Yeah.
completely.
And maybe they will be friends after all of this.
And they
They
live in
need
the same
to be.
building.
Right. That was Clint and Gina, guys.
Yeah, there's like really nothing going on. Like when the
No.
previews came, like next time on, I was like, what, next time? Already?
I know, I was so in and out of the episode.
I think the biggest upset, well, you know what? Let me take that back because I need to talk about
You
Kristen and trying
torn?
to figure out what is
You're,
going on with Kristen.
you're torn
Kirsten.
between the biggest upset being Shaq and Kirsten, or oh wait, no, Airris and Jasmine. When you're right, we'll save them for last.
I'm trying to figure out what is going on with Kirsten.
She's very confusing. She is very, very confusing.
And then watching her on the after show, I felt like I was even more confused.
I had to turn it off. When she started crying, I turned it off.
Like, what is wrong? Like, what? I feel like she has some type of like shame that she's carrying for something. That's what it
Hmm.
seems to me. Like her behavior is about, oh, I want to seem perfect. She really wants to seem perfect. Like she wants to be like, I can't do anything wrong, can't say anything out of pocket, blah, blah, yada, yada. Seems like she's carrying around a lot of like shame and perfectionism. And maybe it's because she's a preacher's kid.
Oh, I didn't know she was a preacher's kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that completely.
Yeah.
Oh, now I can see why she's acting like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that she says she's a
Although she's a
preacher's kid.
preacher's kid who went on TV talking about she needs a big penis. Do you remember her doing that in the beginning?
No.
Yeah, she did it. Was it the first episode? Where she was saying she needed it to be a certain length.
Oh yeah.
And then it was like after that, she has been acting very reserved.
Or no, was it her that was a preacher's kid or Jasmine?
Jasmine would be more, I could see that for sure.
Okay,
But
maybe
I
it's
mean,
not Kirsten. Maybe it was Jasmine. I can't remember. But I just feel like she is just carrying around like so much like shame and like just like I need to be perfect. I don't want to come off the wrong way to the world
yeah,
and
she
like
does seem like she's putting on an act a lot of
yeah.
time.
But I feel like she's doing it not because she's trying to be shady or anything. I feel like she
Uh huh.
feels she has to. It's like
I
she
wonder why she
can't
feels
let the real her be shown.
like she's just worried about what other people will think of her, or
Yeah. What other people will think, what other people will say. That's what I that's what it seems like.
I'm wondering how she is off camera. I mean, we'll never know, but because didn't Shaq say she acts different?
Yeah, he did say something about her acting a little different off camera. Um, so maybe but he's still saying that she won't open up. Like she does not want to talk about herself at all.
Hmm.
Like even on the when they were talking about on the when she did this whole bath thing, which that whole thing went left quick. I know she did not expect that to happen.
Well, he seemed like it was a bit much. Like, sir, if she's not ready to open up, then leave her alone.
I feel
I
like at
don't
this
think.
point he's just frustrated because he's like, how am I going to make a decision if I want to be with someone that
Mhm.
I know? Like he already made the decision I'm gonna marry a stranger, and then coming to this, they're like, okay, I can get to know them a little bit over the next 8 weeks. But if 8 weeks has passed and I know just as much about you that I knew on day one, that's
Mhm.
concerning.
Yeah, I just don't think his way of trying to get her to open up was the best way.
No, I feel like he
Like,
was just like fed up or frustrated.
I don't know. Maybe she just really does not have anything to say.
But
She
she
just
said
really may be that boring of an individual.
But she said before that, she was like, there's so much you don't know about me. And then he's like what? And then she's like, nothing. Like, what?
Maybe they need those. They need to do like questions. They have like card games for couples where you can get to know each other more. I mean, you could just Google something on the internet.
Yeah, true. Maybe that's the next activity they should have them do.
Yeah, she needs some prompts, not someone being like, "Tell me something about you. Tell me, open up." That's not gonna make me want to open up. If
Like
I
she
already
was in a
struggle with
relationship
it,
for she said 4 years, 5 years. Like,
I wonder what happened.
mm-hmm.
She is just an interesting person. It's like not in a good way. Because I can't like figure out who she is either. Like with the way her apartment looks and I don't know the way she talks and puts on this little act. I'm like, what is?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if I was Shaq, I would be kind of nervous. Like, I don't know anything about you.
And I'm like,
Your
who are you?
apartment was empty.
That
Like,
was so strange to me. Still think
like
that was weird.
her father didn't want to come to the wedding because he didn't want to take a COVID test. I felt it was really
Yeah.
odd that her
Hmm.
mother showed up like all of a sudden they were calling and calling and she didn't answer the phone, but they
Hmm.
just like moved on past that. That was odd.
Forgot
You know
about
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah.
Like whose mom does that?
Yeah. I don't know. That was a little strange.
And they didn't even say anything about it. If that was my mom, I would be so pissed. If I'm calling you and calling you on my wedding day, like, are you coming? Are you coming? What's going on? I get no
Hmm.
response, and you just show up. I'm not gonna be like, oh, she's here, everybody, everything's cool. I'll be like, where were you?
Kristen's a mystery.
Is that even her mom?
I don't know. And it's funny because, like, when his little mentees came over, she just seems like all excited and like, "Hi guys, I'm Shaq's wife."
Yeah. And she's still trying to find more information about him. Like, I feel like she knows so much about his life. Like, he's definitely, I feel like, trying to integrate her in his life,
Hmm.
but she's not like doing the same thing.
What is her life? What does she
Exactly.
do?
She's a real estate agent.
Hmm. I don't see that for her.
A real estate agent?
Yeah, like she doesn't really have the person. To me, she doesn't have the personality of one, unless we're just not seeing it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And maybe that's another thing that she's afraid of, being a real estate agent and having clients and stuff like that. She doesn't want to come off a certain way that's maybe going to hurt her business.
Could be.
I don't
Yeah, and
know.
also, why didn't she say anything about Shaq turning down this job? Because she mentioned on the after show that it did, and in the confessionals that she was like, "Why did you do that?"
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't say anything to him about it.
I guess if she said that it was no need to argue about a decision that was already made, like he already turned the job down. But I
But
agree
it could
with
have been an
Keisha.
argument.
I mean, it could have possibly turned into one, but regardless, I agree with Keisha that it should be
Mhm.
brought up just for future reference.
Yeah, like that just needs to be a discussion.
I don't even think it needs to be a discussion. I just would have said, "Hey, uh, I heard you said you turned the job down. I just want you to let you know that in the future, you don't
Hmm.
have to do stuff like that. You can talk to me and we can see if it's something that's like, viable for the both of us. You don't have to just automatically turn stuff down because you think that that's what I want to hear. Next time, just let
Hmm.
me know." And you could have taken the job, maybe. I don't know. And that would have been it. I don't even think like there should have been like a discussion about it, like, because it's already done. I just would have said that. I don't know what his response would have been
Yeah.
to that. It should just be, "Oh, okay, cool." That's it. That should have been the response.
I don't know. Things like that would give me some pause because it would make me think that you would not discuss big decisions with me. Like we're partners. Like you don't just make all the decisions. That's not the type of relationship I want to be in. Like I have been saying for a while now, I want a partner, not someone who thinks they're just going to run this relationship and I'm just going to be along for the ride.
Right.
Because he
Well,
kind of did that too for the conference thing. Like,
oh,
hey, we're going
true.
to the conference on the way to Jamaica. Didn't even ask her what she thought about that or if that's what she wanted to do.
Yeah, I feel like that was more of this is instead of, yeah, his decision making is weird because I felt like that should have been a conversation instead of just assuming that I would come with you. And same
Yeah,
thing with the other one, just going to assume that I wouldn't want to go. Like, why are you making these assumptions about what I'm going to say or not say?
I don't know about that Shaq.
That's weird.
A little. And Kristen's just like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going through her head, or I don't know.
Nobody does because she won't tell anybody anything. But why? You saw the after show. What did Keisha tell her after she started crying?
That she was enough, something like that, like along those lines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That, she doesn't have to be ashamed of who she is or try to hide it. No one's perfect. I mean, I feel like if it's not even conversations that she wants to have on camera, then that's fine. But I definitely think it's something that she needs to at least have off camera with him. Like, if I
Mm-hmm.
was Shaq, I just need to know.
Yeah, they really need the experts to come out, back out. Because whatever they
Yeah.
were trying to do didn't work with the blindfolds.
I think it would help with the one lady that they had last season, because she kind of talked more about emotional connection and things like that, and she had some, how she had them do an
Dr.
exercise.
Pete. Dr. Pete.
Yeah, I feel like she would be good to help them.
I wonder if she's coming back because she was good.
I don't think any of the experts are coming. Like, Pastor Cal
They've
has only been there
abandoned,
one time.
they have abandoned the show.
For real, they might as well not even have them. They're like hosts at this point. I could do that. They could choose anybody to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why they have such less involvement than they did before, but I
It's
feel
probably
like that's what set them apart from other dating shows like Love is Blind or anything else, because they had the expert advice.
hmm.
But if you don't, you might as well be on any other of the dating shows.
I wonder, so I didn't realize this, but the show wasn't always on Lifetime.
I forgot what it was on because I remember watching season one and then I stopped watching for a while and I came back.
What
But I
channel was
forgot.
it on?
I don't know. I forgot
Was
what it
it
was
better
on.
when it was on that channel?
I think it was better. I think the experts had more involvement in the stuff.
I wonder if it when it moved to Lifetime, because Lifetime is about the drama.
And
It's
I
got,
don't know if it was this show or if it was another show. I can't remember because I used to watch Arranged, which is a different dating show, but it has to do with the parents. But I think on this show too, like they didn't have like a neutral apartment that they moved into, and they had
Oh,
to like try
yeah.
to navigate that part. Was that Married at First Sight?
I think early on they didn't have a neutral
Yeah.
apartment.
So there were some things I guess that changed once they went to Lifetime, but I feel like having the expert, like that's what they're there for.
Lifetime's letting MAFS go down the drain.
Yeah, they need to do something about that. And they need to match these people better. Like they need to do more than just what they look like on paper. Like
Mhm.
they need to spend time with these people and see like who they actually are. Because I don't know what was going through their head when they decided that Airris should be on the show. I
I
have
don't.
no clue. I cannot for the life of me understand what about this man that they were like, he would make a good husband.
Right. Like, oh yeah, this man's ready for a wife. Absolutely not.
There is nothing, and when I say nothing, I mean absolutely nothing.
No, like he is trash.
This
He's trash.
is like he is 39, acting like he's 19.
Yeah, he got on my nerves from beginning to end. And I didn't care nothing about him washing Jasmine's dog. He got on my nerves from beginning to end of this episode.
I thought it was weird how you can't even wash a dog. Like, it's not that difficult.
I mean, I probably wouldn't know what I'm doing either. But
Not like that.
you get some no points from me. Why are you rating the way she takes care of you a 7? She's taking care of you and she
Oh
barely
my
knows
God.
you. That's
I
a
couldn't
10.
believe he said that. A 7 because she has to work and not cater to your every little need. Council, she made me some soup, so it's a 7. She at work. Was she supposed to take off?
Right, you're a grown man, a very grown man, and you're not dying.
Oh man, that relationship is gonna be hell for her.
Ugh.
Absolute hell.
Yeah, she doesn't deserve this. I
And
feel
then it
really
continues
bad.
to get worse.
It does. It gets worse. It gets worse, guys.
Like, first of all, why are you playing Never Have I Ever? Whose idea was that? Probably
I was
Eris.
wondering that too. I was like, where did these little games come from? Like the
That was
experts can
a
do this, right?
thousand percent Eris. That was not from the experts because the experts usually have like cards and
Little
things they have
basket.
you read off to each other. He was
Mhm.
literally just basically naming a bunch of stuff that he did to see if she's done it too.
Ugh. It
And
was.
then the fact that he tried to, it's not even
Mhm.
like, oh, I'm telling you these things about my past just so you know. It was like he was bragging on it and making her feel shame because she didn't
Yeah,
do
because
it.
she hasn't. That part really bothered me.
Like it's a difference between, oh, me and my significant other had a discussion about, our sexual history, blah blah yada yada, which would have been fine if he would just had these a discussion about it. Like, yeah, I've experienced this, I've done this, but not in the
Hmm.
way like, oh, you haven't done this? Dang, your life is boring. You
I
haven't done
know.
anything. You
Not
sound
like you haven't lived.
childish.
It's so childish. Ugh. And some part
What?
of me believes he's not even telling the truth about some of this stuff.
That's what somebody said because someone was like, how does Eris get this much play? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like it's just to me, it's not even believable anymore at this point. And then I don't get how you've had an orgy, but you can't touch Jasmine.
Exactly. You telling me all the girls in there were just exactly your type?
Right. Like I just don't understand
Multiple orgies?
it. Sorry. Because it's laughable. Like, Airris, really?
Oh my god.
If I were Jasmine, I would have got up and walked away.
I
Or
felt
I
like
would have been laughing in his face.
I felt like she wanted to get up and just walk away.
I mean, why was he like, you haven't kissed a girl? What, man?
Exactly.
Have you kissed a man? Like, what? I'm confused.
He is so immature. It's insane. That was the most immature conversation I've ever seen.
Yeah, he is. I told you he literally has zero depth to him.
And
I
maybe
think,
that's what his cousin was trying to warn us about. I don't
yeah.
know. She should have been more specific.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, you know what? This cousin was onto something. She was like, I'm not wasting my time with this. Because you're
Maybe
not
she knew. Yeah, she knew that he wasn't ready and that, this wasn't the path that he should go down.
Yeah.
He needs some serious help.
I don't know if there's any saving him. He just needs to be left alone. Just like, mm.
He's probably going to end up with some like super young, impressionable girl,
Probably
like someone that's like 22
20. Yeah, let's say almost 20 years younger than him.
that's going to look up to him because that's what he wants. He wants someone that's going to look up to him, to take care of him. That's what he wants. To be impressed by him. But you're not impressive, sir.
No, not at all. Any of these women who were with Airris, can y'all step forward? Like, what is it that y'all saw in this man?
But see, and that's the thing. Like, I was assuming that in these relationships, that the reason why they didn't get serious or the reason why, X, Y, and Z didn't happen was because of him. And it could have been because of them. They could have not taken him seriously.
That's true.
They could have been like, he's a joke, and they just used him to fill up their time until they were find their husband themselves or whoever else that they.
Yeah,
maybe true. That is what was going on. Because I just assumed that it was all him, but maybe no female woman actually gave him the time of day on the serious note.
Now that I could see. Because I just can't imagine any woman crying over Airris.
He probably felt real good about him. Well, I know he did feel real good about himself with Jasmine so into him and he's not into her.
I don't know. That may stop real quick.
That would have stopped for me that night. I would have been like, you know what? I am completely turned off.
All the way turned off. All of the way. Like, I don't even want to be with you. Mm-hmm. Have you been tested? Like,
I mean, and to me, it's not even about his past. Like, I'm not going to judge someone based off of their past. It's the way that you're acting about it that is a turnoff.
Yeah. It's just very, like, braggy.
Yeah. Like, the way that you're making it seem like, oh, I've done this. I've had sex with multiple women at one time. Ran a train. I've done that. Like,
that
what?
Was so disgusting. I was like, what?
Like, that's fine and dandy, but don't throw it in my face. You could tell me about your past, but you trying to throw it in my face. That's not going to work. Because I don't want anything to do with any of that stuff. I'm not like, oh man, I wish I would have. That's not what's coming across my mind at all. Like, that's not what's happening.
I wish I would have.
Like, what kind of response did he think he was going to get?
Yeah. Have you ever cheated? Man, you ain't ever cheated.
Oh, that's if nothing else was a red flag, that should have been a red flag. This guy is saying that it's good to cheat.
You got to get that
a cool thing. It's cool to cheat.
Nope. All right, I'd have been like, "This is my decision day, y'all. I'm out."
Somebody call Pastor Cal right now.
I'm out.
Nope, man, I can't imagine her wanting to be with him after this. I don't get it.
I wouldn't even want to try anymore. And I would be very disappointed and upset with the experts. I would be like, Dominique, you guys have some explaining to do. Which I could not believe Dominique told Pastor Cal that.
That was almost like the same thing Alyssa said.
Like, how dare you?
I mean, Dom didn't have no right to say that.
She did not. Jasmine would.
Yes. I would have been like, do you hear this man? Do you hear what he's saying? He is not even just condoning cheating. He's praising it.
Yeah. Like, what about him during the one-on-ones? Maybe we need to start seeing those again. Why'd y'all stop showing those?
Because it would show how much fake it is and how they just choose people that's going to cause problems. I mean, actually, you know what? Jasmine is the preacher's daughter. So why would you think I'm going to match the preacher's daughter with a certified freak?
But did he let that be known to the experts that he was like that? I just cannot imagine they would have picked him.
To me, I don't think the experts should have picked anybody that's 39 years old and has never been in love.
Well, he was almost in love that one time.
Almost doesn't count. Shout out to Brandy.
And then he never loved again.
Like, almost don't count. So yeah, that would have been an interesting to me. Not saying like you have to fall in love with me, but I feel like the fact that you haven't fell in love with anybody at all,
not one person
since Your whole 39 years of life? Not even
What?
no puppy love? No high school love? No nothing?
Maybe he's lying.
I feel like maybe he is lying. I feel like something did happen. That's why he's trying to. This
Act
whole
like
persona, yeah, that he's
Mhm.
putting on is just fake.
Airris
Crazy.
got to go. I wonder if we're gonna make it to the end of the of the season to decision day.
I don't even know if I'm gonna make it to the end of the season because this show is just not it this season. Like I don't know what's going on. I need them to tag me, put me in the game, coach. Let me decide who's gonna be on the show and who's not. Because obviously y'all are not a good judge of character.
No.
It's just
And
getting worse.
what's supposed to happen next episode? I don't think I saw the previews.
I don't even remember.
Oh, the 1 month anniversary.
Oh yeah. You know what? They don't even show that much in the previews because I feel like they just don't have that much content to
They
show.
don't.
They showed a clip of Gina and Clint, and Gina telling Clint that she can't eat when he eats, which is mad rude. She's like, when you start eating, I just can't even eat. I lose my appetite. What kind of mess
Why?
is that to tell somebody?
Is it? I wonder what it is. Like, is it the way he eats?
I don't know, but for Gina to have gotten so mad about that one comment, like she says some out of pocket stuff sometimes.
I think Airris and Jasmine are still going.
Yeah, I think Jasmine is that like in the previews it looks like she's done.
Yeah, there's only so much more I could take of that.
I feel like that conversation was just mad disrespectful too. Like you're
Mhm.
disrespecting me as your wife. Like and I feel like he does that a lot. Oh, you know what I did see in the previews though? Like they do just something where she's dancing and he's throwing money on her.
Jasmine?
Yes. Like
Okay.
what do you want? You want a wife or do you want a like what are you looking for?
Not a wife. Not a wife.
Like most men would want their wives to be the whole,
The
lady,
Mm-hmm.
like a lady in the streets, a freak in the sheets. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
You're gonna have to respect me.
Yeah, like, does he really want to hear her talk about all of her sexcapades?
Yeah, because I don't know any man that really would want to hear that.
Yeah. Like, let me tell you about this one time I had an orgy and slept with 3 men at once. Like, do
I'm
you really
sure he would have
want to
been
hear
turned
that?
off. Exactly. He would have
Yeah.
been
Like,
upset and turned off at the same time. Like, he's so confusing. He doesn't even know. I feel like he likes the fact that she hasn't done these things, but then tries to shame her for it at the same time. Hopefully it gets better. The only couples that I have hope for is the only couples that have any hope. I feel like Shaq and Kirsten have hope.
I don't know if they do.
There's potential for it to get better.
I think there is potential.
There's no potential with Jasmine and Airris. There's no potential.
No, there doesn't need to be.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like at least Shaq and Kirsten, there's some potential, there's some hope there.
I think if she could get out of her head, maybe that's what's going on. Either she's pretending, she's putting on a show,
Hmm.
or she is just too much in her head and I don't know, closed in.
Yeah, I think she definitely is in her head, and I don't know if Shaq is going to be able to break that down. And I think he's getting tired of trying.
And Nicole and Chris to me just would not be a healthy couple.
No, I feel like that. Like I said, something's going to happen. It's going to explode.
And I actually think if Gina hadn't said anything about Clint's looks, then maybe they could have had a chance.
I don't think Gina likes Clint in any way, shape, or form. I don't think she likes who he is.
He's like such a nice guy.
I don't think she likes how he looks. I don't think she likes who he is. I don't think she likes his sense of humor. I think Gina is just being nice. Like, I don't think she wants anything to do with Clint. Like, she doesn't even want to kiss him, doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah, she's just gonna hang out in that second bedroom until decision day.
Yeah, I feel like she feels like she's fine with doing that. Like, yeah, okay, fine. I can hang out. I can do all that, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it not bother me. But taking it further than that, I don't think she wants to. I don't think she has any desire to do anything with Clint.
No, I feel bad for Clint. I feel bad for Jasmine.
I feel bad for Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
McKinley. McKinley.
Yeah, they were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yep, gone. Oh, I just feel like Alyssa and Chris were on there for so long.
Because Alyssa wanted some FaceTime. She wanted
I
to
don't
be
get to
on
hang out with you,
TV.
girl.
She's like, it's not fair that I don't get to hang out anymore. Girl, the show is not, let's make some new friends. It's getting married. It's about getting married.
Oh my God, Alyssa.
That's so not fair. Why can't I just stay in the apartment and hang out with everybody? Because that's not what the show is for. What?
Oh my God.
And they didn't even like her. So what friends? Like
I think her
who
and
is she
Jasmina
friends
were
with?
friends. Jasmina?
I think her and Jasmina were just nice to each other. I think Jasmina was just nice. Because even
Gorgeous.
now, all I see is Jasmina
Tina.
and Katina hanging out. I don't see Alyssa hanging out with nobody.
Nope. Yeah, Katina and Jasmine are like best friends.
So yeah, I think that was just a lie and she was just trying to stay on the show.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ready for the season to be over.
Stick with us, y'all. If you don't stick with the show, just stick with us.
Yeah, we'll help you through. We're all in this together.
Yes.
We'll get through it together.
We'll fill y'all in on what's going on.
So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also keep listening because we talk about other shows too. So you got new season of Love is Blind coming up. So stay tuned for that.
Can't wait for this train wreck.
And it's Tampa.
Oh, when does it come out?
Yeah, the 24th.
Okay.
So, I went to the University of South Florida in Tampa, so
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if anybody I know is on the show. That would be funny as hell.
Oh, I hope so. It'd be nice. We could talk about it.
That'd be funny. I hope not, actually. We'll talk to y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.